Hello, this is Alicia Sam and you're watching HW News. Liz Truss will be the new Prime Minister of the United Kingdom after defeating Rishi Sunak in the Conservative Party leadership contest. She beat her rival and former Finance Minister by 81,326 votes to 60,399 after a leadership bid that was triggered by Boris Johnson's resignation in July. I am honored to be the elected leader of the Conservative Party. Thank you for putting your trust in me to lead and deliver for our great country, she tweeted after her win. Now, interestingly, the 47-year-old will be the UK's third women Prime Minister after Theresa May and Margaret Thatcher. In this video, let's talk about Liz Truss, now called as the new Iron Lady of the United Kingdom. The rise of Liz Truss. Born in Oxford, Truss spent her childhood in Scotland's Paisley and then Leeds in North England. She went to Oxford University where she studied philosophy, politics and economics. Active in student politics, she was first a supporter of the Liberal Democrats before switching to the Conservative Party and now calls herself a Tory loyalist. She worked as an accountant first, but politics was her calling. After failing to make a mark in 2001 and 2005 general elections, she was elected as the councillor in South East London's Greenwich in 2006. She worked as the deputy director of the Right of Centre Reform think tank, reports BBC. After almost a decade of trying to make it to the Westminster, she was elected a Member of Parliament MP from Southwest Norfolk in 2010. Her rise after that has become a meteoric. 2 years on, she entered government as an education minister and was prompted by then PM David Cameron to Environment Secretary in 2014. She was appointed Justice Secretary under Theresa May in 2016 and then went on to become Chief Secretary to the Treasury, playing a crucial part in government's economic program. Let's talk about the changing stance on Brexit. During the 2016 referendum, Truss first was on Team Remain. In an article published in the British tabloid The Sun, she said that leaving the European Union would be a triple tragedy. More rules, more forms and more delays when selling to the bloc. But she later changed her mind and spoke in favor of Brexit, saying that it would provide an opportunity to shake up the way things work. Now let's talk about the embarrassing moments of Truss. Politicians are remembered as much for their policies as their fox paws. Truss is no dearth of them. Her passionate speech about pork markets in 2014 turned her into a viral meme. As Environment Secretary, she said during a Conservative Party conference, "In December, I'll be in Beijing opening up new pork markets." Then waiting for her applause, she stood there with a self-pleasing grin. It was kind of awkward. She hit the headlines in 2015 after going on a rant on cheese exports. She was mad that British people weren't eating enough British cheese. "I want to see us eating more British food here in Britain. This is a disgrace," she said. Truss played the role of Thatcher in school and now she might go on to become the Prime Minister for real. She has even forged an image in homage to Iron Lady. Some call her the new Iron Lady now. The Sunak versus the Truss. Truss is a Conservative Party loyalist who stood by Johnson even after a flurry of resignations followed after Sunak stepped down. Some of the governing party blamed Sunak for triggering the rebellion against Johnson and feared that the former finance minister cannot beat the opposition Labour Party in the next elections, reports Reuters. Truss' approach, along with her promises to slash taxes and boost defense spending, made her the favorite of the party's strongly Eurosceptic right wing. Tim Bale, professor of politics at the Queen Mary University of London, had told the Associated Press that the fact that Eurosceptics adore Truss while suspecting Sunak of a pro-EU views despite him backing Leave in the referendum shows the importance of image over substance in politics. The lowest membership votes. While Truss won, it was not the landslide that was being predicted, reports BBC. After the Conservative Party changed its internal election rules to give members a final say ahead of the 2001 leadership contest, no leader has got than 60% votes. Truss secured 57% of members' votes compared to Boris Johnson 66.4% in 2019, David Conroy Goy 67.6% in 2005, and Ian Duncan Smith 60.7% in 2001, according to the news report. The New Britain Cabinet. Now, in the latest development, the announcements of the key ministerial portfolios started pouring in. For the first time in Britain's history, there will not be a white man in one of the four great offices of the state. According to the British daily newspaper Guardian, Liz Truss is expected to appoint James Cleverly as Foreign Secretary, Suella Braverman as Home Secretary, and Kwasi Kwarteng as Chancellor. The expected appointments were welcomed by some, including Boris Johnson's former race advisor Samuel Kusumu, who resigned last year after a controversial report by the Commission of Race and Ethnic Disparities, which critics said dismissed institutional racism, Guardian reported. No post for Rishi Sunak. It further reported that her rival Rishi Sunak is not expected to be offered a job in her cabinet, a break from the tradition whereby most unsuccessful leadership contenders have been offered posts. Also, Priti Patel has decided to resign as the UK Home Secretary and plans to not serve in the cabinet of the newly elected Prime Minister Liz Truss. In a letter to the outgoing UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson, Ms. Patel wrote, "It is my choice to continue my public service to the country and the Witham constituency from the backbenches once Liz Truss formally assumes office and a new Home Secretary is appointed." Liz Truss is expected to arrive at Balmoral Castle in Scotland, where she will formally be appointed by the Queen Elizabeth as the country's next Prime Minister, a Buckingham Palace spokesman said on Monday. That's all for the report. For more such updates, keep watching our channel HW News. Whatever your view are, do let us know in the comment section below. Take care of yourselves. Thank you.